The meeting was an unprecedented occasion when the Prime Minister of India was a special invitee at the EU Council meeting. India and the European Union have agreed to resume negotiations for a balanced and comprehensive free trade and investment agreements. Today's meeting provided a platform to the leaders of India and the EU to exchange views on key topical issues of mutual interest. The three broad clusters of discussions were 1. Trade, technology and connectivity, 2. COVID-19, environment and climate change, and finally, foreign policy, security and regional issues. In his initial remarks, Prime Minister talked about the rationale of a stronger relationship of India with not just the EU, but with all the EU member states, and described the India-EU strategic partnership as a force multiplier for global good in the 21st century. In addition to the presidents of the European Council and European Commission, leaders of as many as 19 EU member states also spoke during the meeting. This is an indication that the priority accorded by the EU to relations with India is shared across the board by all its member states. Let me now give you a flavor of the discussions and outcomes in each of the three clusters. Firstly, on trade, technology and connectivity, major decisions have been taken by the leaders. India and the European Union have agreed to resume negotiations for a balanced and comprehensive free trade and investment agreements. Negotiations on both the trade and investment agreements will be pursued on parallel tracks with an intention to achieve early conclusion of both of them. As you know, the negotiations were suspended in 2013 after several rounds of talks spanning 6 years. Both sides have worked intensively over the last few months to arrive at a common understanding. The decisions are also a result of the political desire on both sides to harness the full potential of our economic engagement and work towards an early post-COVID-19 recovery. Furthermore, on the economic front, both sides also agreed to have dedicated dialogues on WTO issues, regulatory cooperation, market access issues, and supply chain resilience, demonstrating the desire to deepen and further diversify our economic engagement. There has also been an agreement to start negotiations on a separate agreement on geographical indicators. The high-level trade and investment dialogue will monitor the progress of these new decisions. The dialogue, co-chaired by Commerce and Industry Minister and the EU Trade Commissioner, has been instrumental in arriving at the decisions announced today. India and the EU have also agreed on a comprehensive and ambitious connectivity partnership covering digital, energy, transport and people-to-people connectivity. The partnership outlines a shared desire to promote a transparent, viable, inclusive, sustainable, comprehensive and rules-based connectivity. It will enable private and public investments in connectivity projects, as well as leverage public funds to spur private investments in sustainable projects through a variety of tools, such as infrastructure investment trusts, green bonds, debt funds, real estate investment trusts, and export credits. Just yesterday, European Investment Bank and SBI have agreed to invest 100 million euros in NEEF Fund 2 on climate action and sustainable business financing for Indian SMEs. A financing contract of 150 million euros was also signed for the Pune Metro project between DEA and the European Investment Bank. We are also hopeful that the partnership will inspire more investments from the European Union, including in the National Infrastructure Pipeline. The connectivity partnership also reflects the ambition of both sides to build on their synergies and pursue sustainable joint projects in third countries, most notably in Africa, Central Asia and the Indo-Pacific region. This will open up new avenues of cooperation for both sides. On technology, India and the EU plus 27 shared the view that technology should be used for achieving the welfare of our people while being rooted in democratic values. There was also emphasis on keeping our networks secure. While continuing our close cooperation on global standards, both sides also shared the ambition for cooperating in new and emerging technologies, including 5G and beyond. The leaders looked forward to the early operationalization of the Joint Task Force on Artificial Intelligence, a decision taken at last year's 15th India-EU Summit. The EU side also proposed new cooperation in high-performance computing in the context of COVID-19 drug discovery and extreme weather events. India is keen on taking this proposal forward. Prime Minister also invited the EU member states to participate in the India-EU high-level digital forum that is likely to be organized later this year. The objective of the forum is to enhance digital cooperation between India and the EU through linking of startups, supporting the digital economy, and developing a structured approach for enhancing investments. The second major theme for discussion was COVID-19, healthcare, climate and environment issues. Prime Minister appreciated the EU's swift response for mobilizing support to India's COVID-19 response. As you would recall, India had kept its supply chains open during the first wave of COVID-19 last year and supplied essential drugs and masks to several EU countries. The EU's current assistance is an example of trusted partners supporting each other in times of need. Prime Minister also requested the EU support for our joint proposal with South Africa for a TRIPS waiver on vaccine production-related patents. The EU has also supported the proposal a couple of days ago. The EU support at WTO for this waiver will ensure that we can scale up vaccine production for equitable and global access and save lives. It is a watershed moment in the India-EU strategic partnership. It is a culmination of India's efforts to enhance its ties with the European Union and its member states in recent years. The meeting reflects the EU's desire to strengthen its relationship with India and work together for a stable and multipolar world. India-EU cooperation is important to tackle global issues such as COVID-19, climate change, terrorism, and strengthening multilateral institutions. India and the EU have effectively capitalized on the political significance of the meeting by arriving at important decisions on trade and investment agreements and also adopting a comprehensive connectivity partnership.